letting us in here, so make sure that you are muted. Come on, let me see. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, can everybody see that okay? Good. All right. Awesome, awesome. Okay. So, welcome, 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 everybody. I am so thrilled that you are here today because we're going to dive into something that can truly transform your practice. Whether you're just getting started or you've been practicing for a while, today's session will show you how we're going to turn referrals into committed paying clients so that way we can build a thriving myofunctional therapy practice. So I remember when I first started, and I felt exactly like many of you guys do. So not necessarily sure how to get consistent referrals. I was worried about asking for them, but once I discovered through a lot of trial and error, all right, a proven system, everything changed. So that's what I'm going to share with you guys tonight. Before we fully get started, I want to ask a quick question using the chat. You know, how many of you guys have tried asking for referrals, but it's felt awkward, or you felt kind of unsure about it, unsure of what to say? Type a yes in the chat if that sounds familiar, okay? And really, I want you guys to know that you're not alone. We're going to tackle it today. We're going to make it easy because really, referrals are the lifeblood of your practice, okay? And imagine never having to worry about where your next client is coming from. That's the power of a really solid referral system, one that works for you around the clock and bringing in new clients consistently. So in fact, 80% of my practice is all referral based. So in the last 2 months alone, we've brought in over 75 referrals, and I'll be sharing the exact strategies that I use, all the things that I do that you can replicate this process to have your own success. So referrals are just a small part of what we cover in the Business of Being a Boss program, which is where we go even deeper into these strategies. By the end of this webinar, I will give you guys the tools and everything you need to start implementing these tactics right away, okay? And of course, because you are here today, I have the exclusive Show Up Live bonuses for you. So if you sign up during this call or immediately after this webinar, which you guys did, you get the Quick Start Myo Guide checklist to help you get ready to see patients effectively. You get all of the essential paperwork, all of the forms that we use in my practice to get us started quickly and smoothly, customizable reports and treatment plan templates to save you time and ensure professional and thorough experience for your clients. My comprehensive consultation slides to guide you through the consultations with ease. And if you want the slides from today, you could even have today's slides from today's webinar. So you also get an opportunity to do a mentoring call with me, a chance to ask questions, receive personalized guidance to implement everything that you've learned. These bonuses are designed to fast track your success and help you implement everything that we're going to cover today. And then, of course, if you stay all the way to the end for your access, there's 2 more surprise bonuses that I have for you guys just to make it more fun, okay? So before we dive in, all right, into these core strategies, I want to talk to you guys about something pretty crucial, right? Waiting for the right time in your business to make changes. It's a mistake that costs many of us. A lot of professionals value time, potential income. The longer you wait to take control of your referral process, the more clients that you're going to be losing. And because of that, right, because of all of this, and I want to make sure you succeed, we are giving you these Show Up Live bonuses. We've got more bonuses for being here as well. So what I want you to know is that if you can implement these strategies and not just listen to them, you can have a lot of success in your business. So who is this training for? All right, this is for you if you want to grow your practice without burning out. This is if you are a myofunctional therapist and you're ready to see more clients and generate more revenue. Maybe you've been struggling to balance your business and your family life. You're ready for a change. If that's you, then you're in the right place. Okay. Now, this is not for you if you have found the perfect work-life balance. if you don't really care about referrals in your practice, if you don't need your business to grow, if you don't want to do the work, and if you aren't really willing to take the risks and put yourself out there. So if that's not you, then feel free to log off. But I'm pretty sure everybody who's here right now, it is for you. So now I know some of you might be thinking, all right, I've tried asking for referrals before, but it's never worked out for me. Let me tell you about Tiffany. Okay, Tiffany's one of my clients. She was in the same boat, struggling to build her practice and nervous about approaching offices for referrals. But after learning the scripts and the strategies I'm going to share with you guys today, she not only secured her first patients, but built a steady stream of referrals that has doubled her income within months. So Tiffany said, I never thought I'd be able to confidently ask for referrals. She always wanted to vomit when she went into offices. But now it's just a part of my routine. And this is exactly what's possible for you too. So Tiffany said, thanks to Megan's guidance, not only have I gained invaluable insights into growing my myofunctional business, but I also discovered newfound confidence in myself as a businesswoman. My only regret was not finding Megan and her team sooner. And I wholeheartedly recommend Business Bootcamp to anybody who's looking to elevate their experience and unlock their potential. So yeah, Tiffany's awesome. We love having Tiffany. Okay, so let's just dive straight into the strategies because again, we have a ton to cover here today. Okay, so these are the strategies that have transformed my business and the businesses of dozens and dozens and dozens of other myofunctional therapists that I've coached. I've been around for almost a decade. I've mentored and taught and now host my own courses over the last 8 years. So been helped a lot of people, which has been amazing. And I'm going to share the secrets that have been the biggest game changers for me when it comes to referrals. Okay, so what we want to be able to do, secret number one, is how to build a referral engine. So building strong relationships with more referral partners is more effective than any amount of marketing materials that you can leave behind. Okay, drop and run tactics do not work. Okay. Instead, we need to focus on building relationships with our orthodontist or pediatric dentist or chiropractors who are constantly and consistently referring clients to you. Okay, people refer to professionals that they truly trust. Okay, then we're going to dive into secret number two, having the confidence in the ask. It is one of the biggest hurdles that most therapists are feeling confident when asking for referrals. Okay, you don't need to feel salesy or uncomfortable. I'll teach you how to use simple, natural scripts to ask for referrals in a way that's authentic and comfortable for you and for your referral partner. Okay. And then, of course, secret number three, and this is actually where I feel like most people kind of fall off, is creating a nurturing referral system. So we can't just drop and run, right? We have to continue to nurture our relationships. It's not enough to ask once and hope for referrals to roll in. You need to nurture these relationships, follow up regularly, provide value, and create continuous cycle of referrals. This system is what allows my practice to run smoothly without me having to stress about where my next client is coming from. Okay. And then of course, at the end, also for being here, you get all of our free PDFs of everything that we cover today. So I've created a comprehensive program that helps you implement everything today. And because you guys are here, I'm going to stack on even more amazing bonuses to give you more value. So you've got the done for you referral scripts, all right, for 5 different levels of comfortability, right? So you'll never feel nervous about going into an office again. Done for you icebreakers. So these are our cute printables that give you ideas of what to bring fun treats into the office. Our profitable lunch and learn slides. And then of course today's how to close the loop guide that we are going to go over. So you also will have, again, of course, the chance for personalized mentoring with me. And these bonuses will give you everything you need and more to build a referral system and start seeing results right away. So now I need you guys to do something for me. Okay, I want you to commit to one small action. One. By the end of today's webinar, I want you to pick one strategy, okay, just one, that you can use in your practice this week. It could be a new way to ask for referrals. a script that you implement, or even how you follow up with people. So I want you right now, type I'm in into the chat if you are ready to take action. Okay. And after you type that in, after you make your promise to me, I want you to take a second and I want you to close your eyes and imagine what your practice will look like 6 months from now. Okay. In 6 months from now, you've got a referral system in place that's bringing in new clients every week. Your calendar is full. You're no longer stressing about how to grow your business. You're spending more time doing what you love, helping your patients while your business runs smoothly. That's the future you can create by taking action today. Okay? Can you guys see that? Can you feel that? Give me an emoji if you can if that describes with how you feel, if you can find it really fast. How does that feel? Or if you want to just say a word, you can too. Calming, exciting, way less stressful, right? Okay, so, all right, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Megan Van Noy. I'm the founder of Northwest Myofunctional Program, and I am also the Advanced Myo Course creator. I co-host the Munch Bunch podcast. I'm also a business coach, a speaker, a mentor, all sorts of things, all sorts of hats. Okay. And since 2016, I have been running my own business. And in the past 3.5, almost 4 years, I've learned so much about balancing motherhood and entrepreneurship. But before we dive in, I want to share why I'm so passionate about what we'll be covering today. I believe that our field has been held back by scarcity mindset, and where a few people at the top have basically hoarded the knowledge while the rest of us have struggled to grow. But for me, the more successful people are in our field, the more the industry grows and the more we can be a united front and the more people will take us seriously. And when we start hearing fewer and fewer, I've never heard about this before, responses, we'll know that we've succeeded in making myofunctional therapy mainstream. So as we go, I'm actually going to share part of my story and my myofunctional journey that I have never shared anywhere before. I've been around a long time. I've seen the field change a lot. I've seen trends come and go. And I'm going to actually share the whole thing today. And let me apologize ahead of time. It's several slides, but I think it's worth sharing because I haven't shared everything before, partly because I've been afraid of retaliation, because there was a smear campaign against me, partly because being vulnerable and telling your whole story and your whole truth can be really scary, especially when people can hide behind their keyboards and hide behind their keyboards and say whatever they want to you with little to no confidence or no consequences, right? Like keyboard warriors, and people make assumptions and want to believe what they want to believe. But I think that I need to be done hiding and really put myself out there because there's too many amazing myofunctional therapists out there who are missing out on their chances at huge success if I don't step up. So here's everything I got. Okay, so I grew up in a home where we were encouraged to find a career where you could support yourself because you never knew it was going to happen. I at first pursued a career in dental hygiene, believing it to be a career that had opportunity for growth, financial freedom, ability to help others. It aligns with eventual motherhood, which I learned quickly that was not the case because dental office schedules are not on school schedules, right? And so the women that I worked with who were moms really struggled to balance being moms and be in the dental office. So I want to take you back even further. Okay, I want to take you back to 2015 when I started my journey into myofunctional therapy, and I found it in a very unexpected place, a Craigslist ad. Okay, even without much research, like I found like a landing page. Uh, I had a gut feeling that this was my next path. And my parents thought I was crazy for wanting to switch careers and switch fields at 25, especially because I only been a dental hygienist for 3 years. And most of the people that I talked to looked at me like I had three heads. Or like, what is that? I don't even know what that is, right? You guys have all been there. A few people who worked with me at my very first dental office, we specialized in bioblocks. So like we were kind of the weird airway office in 2012, by the way. Okay, 2012. We were doing bioblocks, so we were even weirder. So at least they knew what I was like looking to do. So they understood, and I had learned about jaw growth and tongue posture during my time there. But it wasn't really until 3 years later that I realized it was something that I could personally specialize in. So towards the end of 2015, I had reached out to a course instructor who informed me like this was going to be her last time she was teaching this course to people who weren't dentists. And if I wanted in, the time was now. So I leaped, which actually is not what ended up happening with that course. I ended up teaching within that course for like 6 years, but I think she truly believed that at the time. So, um, you know, I had told my current dentist about my plans and I'd shared everything I was learning. He seemed supportive until it was actually time to start my business. And then he fired me. He didn't believe I should be allowed to have my own business. And to be honest, I was devastated. I was in shock, and especially since he had, like, the whole time I was there, told me I was the best hygienist he'd had in 20 years, and he wanted to support me. And then, as soon as I had an opportunity to go out on my own, he fired me. But here's the thing, I didn't give up and I didn't quit. Okay. And at that time in 2016, no one was calling themselves an airway provider. Nobody was even using the term posterior tongue tie. There was one release provider in Portland and nobody liked him. They still don't. Okay. One person was doing BioBlock and everybody thought he was crazy, right? He wasn't that great to work for. Otherwise, it was just orthodontists referring for tongue thrusts. And I was the only hygienist in Portland doing myofunctional therapy then. So I had a huge target on my back. I was attacked more times than I can count. Um, to build my practice, I found an orthodontist who rented me his consult room on Fridays when he wasn't there for $150 a month. And then I just hit the streets and I visited anyone who mentioned tongue thrusts or tongue ties on their website. There were fewer than like 5 or 10 at that time. Like there was literally 5 or 6 orthodontists who were even like referring for tongue thrusts. Okay. Um, like there just was no one when I started. And it was just crazy how much the field has grown. But, around the same time, I was offered an associate position with the mentor who taught my course, who had taken the course from. I was one of 12 people in that course and one of only 3 who consistently showed up weekly to all the phone conferences. The first course I took was not like this, you guys. It was a phone conference that you had to dial into. We downloaded our slides from Dropbox, and that's how I learned. Okay, like things have come a long, long way. But I never missed a single class or a Q&A. And I wish I could tell you that taking that associateship, everything went smoothly from there, but that's not how the story goes. So from 2017, in June 2017, my dad suffered a traumatic brain injury, leading to several surgeries over the course of from June until October. And um, he had a big brain surgery, a big 12-hour long brain surgery to remove an AVM. And he ended up with cerebral hemorrhaging twice, needed 2 more emergency surgeries, all within 72 hours. And he was put into a medically induced coma that he did not come out of. And so for 27 days, the doctors didn't think that he was going to survive. And during this time, and if he did survive, like we didn't know what his challenges were going to be. We didn't know what he was going to be like. There was just nothing. We were just either waiting for him to die or waiting to find out who this new person was. And during this time, I was working 2.5, 3 days a week in hygiene, spending 6 days a week at the hospital, and still seeing myo patients and trying to grow my myo practice. And again, despite these challenges, I didn't quit. Okay. And by the end of 2018, I've been fired from 2 more dental offices for running my own myo practice. And one was, all about because they were just getting started into tongue ties and they didn't like that I knew more and they wanted me to kind of do like halfway myo on their incomplete releases, and it just was that's not what they hired me for. They hired me to be their hygienist, not their like on-call myofunctional therapist when they did no before and after training, no before and after myo, and just to give some random stretches. So yeah, one was that, and the other one didn't like that I had my own business. So despite these challenges, again, I did not quit my myo practice. By the end of, and then by the end of 2018, my mentor decided she actually no longer wanted to see any patients in her practice. So I took over her practice along with my own. And by the end of 2019, my practice had grown enough from both what I had grown and what was coming in from her contact forms that I could leave hygiene altogether. No more fear of being fired. No more walking on eggshells. Hallelujah. We did it. And I wish I could tell you guys that it was all smooth from there, but I think you guys are catching on to the theme. All right, then came 2020, and a surprise, a surprise happened, and I became pregnant with my daughter Isabel. And I, plan to take time off after birth and, lightly run the practice, but, basically save up enough to be able to take somewhat of a maternity leave between both practices I was running. But at 32 weeks pregnant, my mentor said she wanted back into the myo business, and I could either stay for a salary or I could go back and build on my own. But I was also 38 months pregnant, 32 weeks pregnant. Okay, so I didn't really have much choice. I didn't have time to just relaunch as I was about to give birth. So I merged my business with my mentors, hoping it would provide stability during my maternity leave. But as my due date approached, at 36 weeks pregnant, I had to fly to Arizona to set everything up and finalize the agreement. I literally probably could have given birth on the plane. And like it just was not coming together. And I had to do all the work to get it there. So um, I was supposed to be able to take we had set it up to take about 6 to 8 weeks of maternity leave, but instead at 3 weeks postpartum, I was told that I had to go back to seeing new patients and getting them signed up for therapy because she didn't have time and her plate was too full. So I was still recovering from childbirth, struggling to breastfeed, dealing with retained placenta, but I had no choice but to see patients. So part-time, I lived at my mom's house while my mom watched Isabel downstairs 3 days a week, and I saw patients from my childhood bedroom. And in between, I'd go down or I'd try and pump or I'd try and breastfeed and try and rest. And then on the weekends, we would come back to my house. And sometimes her dad was here and sometimes he wasn't. And, just barely surviving. My health was deteriorating. At 5 weeks postpartum, I actually almost bled out from retained placenta. I hemorrhaged and I almost needed emergency surgery. But again, I had to keep going because otherwise I would not be paid for the work I was doing. So at that point, postpartum depression and anxiety set in, and the weight of balancing motherhood, running my business, it all was super overwhelming. And again, I would love to tell you that I finally figured out. Um, but that was that, it was a position of safety and security, and it just was not how it worked out. This part of the journey was even messier, right? The 6 to 8 weeks quickly turned into 3, and not being able to, dodging my calls and not finalizing details, refusing to put our agreements in writing. 8 months, at 8 weeks postpartum, I had wrote an email about my struggles and, everything that had been going on, and that how much I really needed help and I needed more support. And the response I got back in the email was that this side of the business doesn't make them enough money to care about, and that they had too much going on with the other group that they were working with, that you know, they just can't help me right now and are thinking about selling the practice altogether out from under me. So, even after that, I just was so frozen and I could just barely do anything besides just do my best between Isabel and trying to make everything work. Um, the exhaustion, the newborn, the anxiety, having to give up breastfeeding because my milk never came in, newborn exhaustion, fear, shame. It still took me 9 months of trying to stay involved and keep it all together showing up to every meeting, showing up to everything, and the lack of support to eventually learn I was actually the scapegoat for anything that went awry, and to, finally, until I had that confidence to start back over again. So by the time Isabel turned 1, I realized I couldn't keep living like this. I had been begged to attend a conference, to be a united front for the business, but when I got there, I was excluded from all the meetings and the dinners. And every part of the reason why I was told that I had to be there, I was excluded from. So no one, I found out that all the doctors we were meeting, no one knew that I was the one seeing all the myo patients since 2018, and that my mentor actually was taking credit for all of the work in the business, and no one outside of the organization I was with actually knew I even existed. So, and upon arriving home and missing Izzy so much, I had to leave 2 days after her first birthday for this event. I just knew I had to walk away, and I couldn't do it anymore. And it was not a peaceful party. Uh, you know, I wish I could tell you it was like mutual parting and no love lost and people grow apart, but like that's not what happened. A full-blown smear, like full-blown attack, smear campaign ensued. I was accused of things that were untrue. I was edited out of photos and courses and erased from existence. My mentor called mutual doctors and friends and our associates, spreading lies about me, fired some of our associates who stood by me, and I had to get a lawyer to protect myself and to protect my career. And again, despite these challenges, I didn't quit. I couldn't. I knew I had to keep going for myself. I knew I had to keep going for Isabel. And it wasn't until I finally walked away that things started to change. And within 30 days of relaunching my business on my own, under my own Northwest Myofunctional Therapy, I was back to making 10K months. In 90 days, I was hitting 20 plus K months. Within 6 months, I was back up 30,000 plus. And it was really tough, but I had to do it. Like I was not going to roll over just because I was being bullied. And at the same time, okay, at the same time, right? Because why not? Because we learn by trial and error, okay? There's never failure, it's just trial and error. Life threw another curveball. So Isabel's dad spiraled even further. We had been in couples counseling for a while, but he spiraled into addiction. And our relationship became unsafe after months of trying to manage the situation. I, with the help of our therapist, did everything I could to get him out of our home. And over the course of 5 months, it got more and more dangerous. Law enforcement finally got involved, and it was one of the hardest things I ever had to do. And the reason that I was able to do that is because my business was successful, and I was able, if you guys heard my story before, once he was in jail, I was able to pack up my entire home and move, sell both cars, get new cars, hire a lawyer, and all within 17 days, and have us into a safe place where we could be. Um, that way, he didn't know where to find us. Restraining order, emergency temporary custody for imminent danger for our daughter, DHS protection, the whole, the whole 9 yards. Okay, and through all of this, my business has always been my lifeline. It allowed me to make tough decisions, afford legal help, create stability for myself and Isabel. And that's part of why I'm so passionate about helping other people find personal freedoms through their businesses. I don't want anybody to feel trapped, whether it's in a bad relationship, a dead end job, or a business that's just running them into the ground. And here's what I hope you've learned by now. Like, despite any of these challenges, I have never given up. I have never quit. I have never hid. And I've rebuilt my practice bigger and better and focusing on truly helping more people and helping more myofunctional therapists, not just chasing fame and money and to see who can be at the top. And that's why I created the Business of Being a Boss program. I want to help other myofunctional therapists, especially moms, feel like they don't have to hide either. I want you to run your practice without fear, without looking over your shoulder, and without being under somebody else's thumb. And that's why I give you everything I have, from paperwork to marketing to patient referrals to signups to rants to pep talks to access to me. You get it all because I think everybody should have a fair chance at this. And I think we need more people to be successful within it. We don't need to hide in our fear. Okay. We need to build amazing lives for ourselves and for our patients. And now is really the time to take action and get your myofunctional therapy practice running smoothly, successfully, and independently. I fiercely fight for those in this field, and I don't back down from bullying or harassment. I've even helped one of my coaching clients of another myofunctional therapist who was facing a complaint in Utah during this New York thing. Don't know if you guys know, something was happening in Utah. And I helped her keep everything above board, and she didn't lose her license or her business or anything in the state. And from my help within this. So I don't back down. And all I want to do is be able to show you guys how to do it. So myofunctional therapists, like we want to be, this is what we want to be able to do, right? We want to be able to run our businesses, leave behind our 9 to 5s, and just be present with our family. We're not trying to trade for more side hustle and more things on our plate. We want to streamline and take things off of our plate and be able to actually be present and run the businesses that we want to run, right? We want to have it all and not have to sacrifice ourselves to get there. And understanding your worth within that is going to be one of the biggest pieces of the puzzle that's going to make you the most successful. And remembering that your selling is of service and you can make the money that you want to make without losing yourself, without losing your family, without losing your business, and being able to be really, truly successful. So I know some of you might be worried about the time, the money, whether the system will work for you or not. But let me tell you a quick story about our girl, Amy. I hope you guys know Amy Rondoni. She's amazing. I love her. She was hesitant because she didn't think she had the time to commit to building her referral network. She was already stretched thin, working in her hygiene office, trying to build her practice, being a mom. But after joining the program and implementing some of these just key strategies, she found that not only did she have more time, but she's also was generating more income. And this is what happens when you streamline your process and focus on what works. Amy said, Megan helped me break through the barriers that were holding me and my business back. She took all of my fears and excuses and turned them into opportunities. My business has been thriving ever since Megan gave me the tools I needed. And she's crushing it, you guys. She's crushing it. Okay, so let's dive into our core framework. Okay, so part of this is going to be really working on building out the referral engine. Okay, do you guys all have your pens and your papers and all the good stuff? Yes, love it. Okay, good. All right, so let's do it. Okay, now building your referral network. Let's talk about building a referral network. This is where the magic happens. You're going to learn how to create what I call a referral engine, and which is our system that consistently generates new clients, new patients. And this is where so many therapists get stuck because they actually think that simply getting their name out there will bring in referrals, but that's not enough. Imagine if you had 5 to 10 new referrals coming in every week. Would that change your business? Yes, it changed mine. The system's designed to make that a reality. Okay, so here is how we get it started. All right, step-by-step process to create our own referral engine. Step 1, identifying our potential referral partners. I want you guys to make a list of doctors, pediatric dentists, orthodontists, chiropractors, lactation consultants. If you're not a speech therapist, some of the speech therapists in your area, we've have some amazing speech therapists joining Business of Being a Boss this round, and I'm so excited to welcome them in because I believe so much in collaboration and um, looking up airway doctors, ENTs, the different appliances that are out there. And I know not everybody's going to be a match, but I just want you to see what's available. Functional medicine doctors, pelvic floor therapists, occupational therapists. There's so many people out there, holistic practitioners who would be amazing to work with you. And I just want you to write them all down. Google them, write them all down. These are your people who will become the backbone of your referral network. And what you can see as you're writing these down, it's not just a couple people. And I want you guys to really think outside of the concept of somebody who considers themselves airway, okay? Because again, nobody's been using the term airway something or another until like 2021, 2022. Like it's a new bad word, okay? Don't get stuck on that. Think outside the box a little bit, Okay, there's so many people who want to connect. All right, once we have our list, okay, we're going to use our icebreakers that you get from being a part of this today. You're going to pick a couple things in there. There's some really cute ones that my team created that we've used, that some of our other bootcamp attendees have created for us before. And I'm excited that you guys get those. They're so cute. So you can print them out, get treats, and learn how to introduce yourself effectively. That's where these scripts that we're giving you today come in. And really, confidence is key here. Okay, I'm going to provide you with the scripts so you can introduce yourself and your services in ways that make other professionals excited to see you. Remember, you're not asking them for a favor. You're offering a value for their patients. Okay, you're helping make everybody's lives better. You're not asking for a favor. Okay, step number 3. Nurture the relationship. This is where most people drop the ball or do the drop and run, as we say. Okay. You can't just introduce yourself and expect consistent referrals. Follow up with these professionals, stay top of mind, offer additional value, whether it's providing educational workshops, dropping off treats, hosting a lunch and learn. We've got slides for a lunch and learn if you need them today for you as well. I'm really not letting you leave here without having everything you need to make this work. Okay. And then we're going to create a referral cycle, step 4, okay? Make the referral process as easy as possible for them. Don't make it hard for them to get you a referral. Provide referral cards, forms, online submission options, whatever, so that it's just an absolute no-brainer and so easy for them to send clients your way. Make sure, going off script for a second, make sure that they know not to just hand something to the client. You have to close the loop and they have to actually send you a referral. They can't be like, oh, you've been handing your stuff out to all of our patients. Has anybody called you? No, no. They need to send the referral, not just hand stuff out. Okay, make that clear. Am I clear? Okay. All right. So here's the thing. The longer you wait, the more clients we're leaving on the table, right? The more patients we're leaving out there. And one of the biggest mistakes I see business owner is waiting for the perfect time to implement these strategies, whether it's being too busy with other things, being too nervous or hesitate about actually moving forward. And then you just get in that loop, right? You get the dopamine hit for being in one of these workshops and you're like, yes, I'm gonna do it. And then you don't follow through and right? I want you to avoid that mistake. Right now is the time to do this. We're giving you everything we've got, all the bonuses, all the paperwork, literally everything under the absolute sun to help you make this be successful. So I'm going to share, we're going to share about Robin because we love Robin. If you don't love Robin, you need to know, if you don't know her, you need to know her and then you will love her. Okay. So Megan's Business Bootcamp was the very thing I needed to grow my business bigger and better than I imagined. I work with other business coaches and have grown my business, but for my myofunctional therapy business, she was the key to rapid growth. I doubled my revenue in 1 month. I definitely recommended Megan. Yeah, Robin had a couple 20K months coming out of bootcamp because she didn't hesitate. She just went right in, took everything and just ran. And she has just been doing phenomenally. And I'm so impossibly proud of her. So you don't know Robin, know her. Okay. Now, as we're creating referral loops, the importance of consistency. I'm going to give you guys some tips with this. Okay. So now that we understand what it is to build those 4 steps to build a referral engine, how do we make it really successful? Right? Let's continue to create a cohesive system that brings in new clients. It's not about just getting the referral. It's about nurturing relationships and creating a community around your practice. Okay, so tip number 1, the importance of consistency. One of the most vital aspects of a successful referral system is consistency. You can't just ask for referrals once and hope for the best. Building a network of referral sources requiring ongoing effort and attention, just like any relationship. It takes time to cultivate trust and rapport, right? Like you don't just go on a first date with someone and then, you're ready to marry them. Well, you shouldn't. I mean, hopefully, right? It takes a little time. You gotta do a little warm up. You gotta get to know people, right? Got to build that know, like, trust factor that we all love so much. Okay. Think of your think of your referral sources as partners in your business. They want to know that when they refer clients to you, that those clients will receive exceptional care. This means that you need to stay top of mind and continuously demonstrate your expertise and commitment to your practice. Okay, so here's some action steps. Again, I told you I'm not leaving you with anything. You guys are going to know exactly what to do when you log off of this tonight, okay? So, schedule regular follow-ups with your referral partners. This could be as simple as a monthly email, a phone call, stopping by the office with treats to brighten their day. That's my preference. Okay, that's why we give you 20 lace breakers. The goal is to stay connected and remind them of your services. Um, Sharing success stories. Whenever you have a success story, whether it's a patient who experienced a significant improvement or a testimonial, share it with your referral sources. Again, this reinforces the value that you provide and keeps them engaged. Provide value add resources, create informative resources that your referral partners can share with their clients. This could be brochures, which we also provide to you in the Business of Being a Boss program, educational materials, which are also provided, access to webinars, lunch and learns, right? Workshops that could benefit their patients. Again, by positioning yourself as a valuable resource, you'll become their go-to recommendation. Okay, let's show off our girl Sarah for a second. We love Sarah so much. Okay, where do I start with Megan and the Business of Being a Boss? This is the most comprehensive and supportive course I've taken since starting myofunctional therapy. My business has transformed that some days I cannot believe that this is my life. Don't get me wrong, it's not all rainbows and sunshine. There's a lot of work that you have to put in as a business owner, but I wouldn't even know how to do it without Megan. My husband is now a stay-at-home dad, and I've reduced my time as a hygienist. Our family life gets to be what we want it to be, and we get to make our own rules. So many opportunities have presented themselves because I've taken inspired action under Megan's guidance. My family and I will be forever grateful for Megan and how she significantly impacted us and the life that we get to live. If you have even the slightest inclination to enroll in the Business of Being a Boss, do it. You won't regret it. Sarah's absolutely crushing it out there. She still is, and she's one of my favorite people. And I am so grateful that she took the leap because she has just been incredible. Okay. So now that you understand the importance of building a referral engine, right? Creating the consistency, creating the community, this is where we can really, really dive in. Okay. All right. Oh, we got double slides. There it goes. Okay. So the other pieces that we're going to dive into as far as consistency is I want you guys to think about your own personal touch. Okay. This is what sets you apart from the competition. This is where the idea of like high touch marketing strategies come into play. People remember experiences, not just names. So that's when you're bringing in treats. That's when you're hosting events. That's when you're starting study clubs. That's when you're, creating a community around you. This is where the personal touch can really come into play. Okay. Then you're going to build your personal brand. So your personal brand is your reputation that should reflect who you are as a professional. Be authentic in your interactions. Don't be afraid to share your journey. People connect with stories and emotions, so share your experiences. Like I shared today, both challenges and successes. People relate to both sides of the ball, okay? It's not always puppies and rainbows and sunshines. Like sometimes bad things happen and we run into hard things. And if we don't talk about the hard things that we run into, then people feel like they have nobody to go to when hard stuff happens. Okay. Like, for instance, talk about your journey into myofunctional therapy, why you chose this path, how it's impacted your life. Authentic storytelling not only engages with your audience, but it builds your trust. Your passion, your dedication will resonate with both potential clients and referral partners. Okay. You can also work on expanding your online presence. So while in-person connections are vital, and that's kind of where my bread and butter is, I don't do a ton of myo online. We do live in a digital age where having a strong online presence can significantly enhance your referral systems. So make sure your website's professional, easy to navigate, showcases your services clearly, and should include testimonials and case studies that highlight the positive outcomes that your clients have experienced, okay? And then you can use your content to build authority. So content marketing is a powerful tool for building relationships and attracting referrals, creating blog posts or Instagram posts, videos, podcasts, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, that address common concerns related to myofunctional therapy. You might discuss the benefits of myofunctional therapy for children with sleep apnea or how it can enhance orthodontic outcomes. Okay. And then, of course, for your referral system, one essential element of a referral system is the feedback loop. So after you're receiving referrals from partners, always follow up with them and let them know the outcome. Did the referral convert into a client? How did the client respond to the services? Keeping your referral partners in the loop demonstrates your professionalism and respect for their trust in referring clients to you. Additionally, you can ask how your clients, how your patients heard about you. This will give you valuable insights into which referral sources are working best for you, okay? And use this information to refine your approach and double down on those strategies for those types of referral partners, okay? I want to tell you, the worst time to do the work to get referrals is when you are desperate for one, okay? Laying the foundation and diversifying your referral sources is key to making sure your referral stream doesn't run dry. I want to give you an example. So Robin, who we were talking about, had three or four that were really like referring to her, but one in particular was her main referral source. And she went about, I don't know, 3 weeks, maybe a month without receiving a referral for them. And she started to panic and she called me. And she's like, I don't know what I did wrong, like really taking it personal. And it was, I think it was June. And I said, well, are they on vacation? Are they taking some time off for the summer? Has the doctor been out? Like, could it have absolutely nothing to do with you? Right? And she actually called and found out that the office was closed for 2 weeks and it really had nothing to do with her. So that's why like having more than one really good referral source is helpful. If you can have 3 to 5 referral sources that are really, really solid, I think 5 is really a safe number, then you're never going to have to worry about anybody else. And you can find 5 people who like you enough to refer to you. You can do that. We had just created a huge list in the beginning, right? So identify who can refer to you, but also who can you refer to? So then they can work backwards and refer back, right? Open loops create an upstream and a downstream. So let's talk about this referral loop. Okay, a referral loop is a system that ensures you consistently and continuously receive referrals without having to chase down leads. The beauty of the system is once you have it set up, it can run on its own with minimal effort from you, right? So here's how this works. Here's how the loop works inside the engine. Initial contact, reach out to your potential referral partner, whether it's in person, email, call. I like to do all three. Introduce your services. Be clear about how you can help their patients and why your approach adds values. Then after that initial contact, you're going to follow up with something valuable. This could be an invitation to a free consultation for their patients, educational materials, a simple thank you note. This is what keeps the referral relationship warm. Okay, we're going to nurture that relationship. Keep them engaged by sharing success stories, inviting them to webinars or events or study clubs, providing updated information on how myofunctional therapy can benefit their patients, lunch and learns, teach and treats, right? When a referral comes in, we have to close the loop. Always follow up with the referral partner and let them know how it went. Did the patient have a great experience? Did they book a treatment plan? This feedback reinforces the relationship and encourages them to refer more clients to you in the future, okay? A well-maintained referral loop will generate a steady flow of new clients over time, giving you the freedom to focus on patient care without the constant worry of where your next client is coming from. All right. Now, I know, this is a ton of information. You guys are crushing it, okay? But I want to talk about the fear and overcoming the hesitation to ask for referrals, okay? One very common roadblock that many practitioners face is hesitation when it comes to asking for referrals. The idea of asking for help or relying on others can feel uncomfortable, especially when you're new to building a referral network, especially when you feel like you're a new provider, when you're not, by the way. But here's the thing, asking for referrals is a professional strategic move. It's not about being pushy or salesy. It's about creating a mutually beneficial partnership. When you ask for a referral, you're positioning yourself as a valuable resource for your referrers' patients. You're helping their clients by providing a specialized service that improves their health and well-being. So rather than seeing it as a favor, think of it as offering a solution. Okay? So here's how I want you to overcome your hesitations. Reframe your mindset. Instead of thinking, I'm asking for help, shift your perspective to, I'm providing value. The more value you offer, the more likely your referral partners will be to send clients your way. Okay? What is the fear that's holding you back? You don't know what to say. You're afraid to look like you don't know what you're talking about. What if they don't want to talk to you? What else? Right? Be confident in your expertise. Okay? One thing that you can do is you can actually create like a success journal, all right? And write down all the successes you've had for yourself or for your patients or in your life, right? And you can go back and use that to remind yourself of like the lives you've already transformed. This will begin to build your confidence, make it easier to ask for referrals. And it's easier to ask when you really believe in the impact of your work. When you believe it, others will too. Okay? People are mirrors. So when you go in feeling confident, when you go in knowing that you can help, people are going to feel that. When you go in afraid, right? When you go in with the fear of rejection, people are going to feel that too, right? And one of the most common fears when building a referral network is the fear of rejection. It's natural to worry that when you walk into an office or send an introductory email, you might not get a warm reception, but rejection is a part of the process, okay? Sometimes rejection is protection. Maybe you don't want them referring to you, okay? And it's something that every successful practitioner experiences. Think of it this way. Rejection is simply feedback. If a referral source doesn't respond or isn't interested, it's either an opportunity to improve your approach or an opportunity to say, thank you for dodging that bullet, right? So, but if we're going to look at the opportunity to improve your approach, we want to ask ourselves, was I clear about the value I provide? Did I cater my pitch to the specific needs of their practice? Did I follow up effectively? Remember, persistence is key. The first few times you might reach out, you might not see immediate results, and that's okay. Building strong referral relationships takes time, just like building any long-term relationship, okay? One strategy you can use leaves the door open for future conversations. If someone says, we're not looking to refer anybody right now, you just say, I completely understand. Keep me in mind if you ever need support in the future. I'd love to stay connected. That way, it keeps your relationship friendly and allows you to circle back later, okay? We can also look at reframing this part. Okay, first, recognize that everyone you approach is a potential ally, not a potential scary human. Okay, a new bestie. All right, so approach these conversations with the mindset that you're there to help them as much as they're helping you. You're offering a solution to their patient's needs. You're just walking in the door with a win-win for them. Okay, and of course, practice is key here. Role playing with a friend or family member or another myofunctional therapist to gain confidence in your pitch, right? Use the scripts and the tools I provide in the program to give you those conversations. The more you practice, the more comfortable you're going to become. Okay. So this is one that we hear all the time. And it's so funny because you guys have been in your careers for so long. You are experts. Just because you learned a new specialty doesn't make you any less of an expert than you've ever been before, okay? So I need you to really start believing in your confidence and your expertise, right? You might be thinking, what if they don't think I'm an expert? What if they question my qualifications? The fear to overcoming this is understanding that you are the expert. You've invested your time, your energy, your resources to become a skilled practitioner, and that alone sets you apart. So here's a simple exercise to boost your confidence, right? Okay, this is a success journal. Every time you help a patient overcome a challenge, write it down, okay? Include the details the patient was facing, the treatment you provided, the results they experienced. By consistently recording these successes, you'll begin to internalize how much value you really bring to the table. Plus, these stories can become powerful tools when discussing services with potential referral partners, okay? I also want you guys to think about expanding your referral pool. Many practitioners only limit themselves by only seeing referrals from a narrow set of professionals. While some of the mainstreams, orthodontists, pediatric dentists, are great, don't forget about other healthcare providers that also see patients with issues that you can address. Okay. We talked about this a little bit in the beginning, chiropractors, TMJ doctors, speech therapists who don't necessarily specialize in myofunctional therapy. You guys can collaborate together. PTs, lactation consultants, holistic practitioners, naturopaths, acupuncturists, holistic health coaches are often looking for complementary therapies that offer to their clients. So by expanding your referral pool, you increase your chances of receiving high, consistent, and high quality referrals. Okay. All right. Let's talk about Vita. It's a lot of information. Are you guys' brains? Are you guys still with me? Are y'all still here? Okay, our girl Vita. If you guys don't know Vita, you should. She's a force to be reckoned with. So I joined Megan's business bootcamp in fall 2023. It was a transformative experience for me. Bootcamp has completely changed my mindset about my business, helping me understand the value of what I offer and how to get paid for it. Before I was treating my business like a nonprofit, but now I see it as a true business. Megan has boosted my confidence in charging for my services and valuing my time appropriately. I'm grateful for the positive impact it's had on my business journey and the amazing friends I've made through the process. Meeting like-minded individuals helped me grow more in my practice and the business side. I love my girls. Thank you, Megan, for the experience and the connections I was able to make. And yeah, Vita's just come out just absolutely, absolutely crushing. So, it's the confidence. It's the confidence that we want to bring. Okay. Now, here's what I will tell you: no matter what direction you choose, you have to talk to people. You can't be afraid of talking to people. Okay. All right. We're going to do this again. Close your eyes and imagine your practice 6 months from now. Your referral network is thriving. You're fully booked with clients. You've built a business that runs smoothly, allowing you to focus on what matters the most, helping your patients and spending more time with your family. This is the future that's possible for you when you take action today. Okay, I want you to take a moment and think about where you are in your business right now. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, constantly worried about where your next client's coming from, struggling to balance your work and your family life. Maybe you're tired of watching others build successful businesses while you're feeling stuck or unsure of your next steps. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be this way? What if you had a proven system to generate consistent referrals, to attract more clients, to finally reach the level of success you've been dreaming about? That's what the Business of Being a Boss program or Business Bootcamp is all about. It's designed to help you build a thriving referral-based practice without constant stress and hustle. And if you've been waiting for the right moment to make a change, this is your opportunity to take control of your future and your business. What if instead you imagined that you get 20 to 30 referrals for your practice from your different streams every single month? You make the first 10 plus K in your business. You double or triple your business without doubling your revenue without doubling your time. You don't have to ever worry about where your next referral is coming from. You're the CEO of your business and not an employee of it. You can schedule your business around your life and not the other way around. You don't have to pick between taking care of yourself and taking care of everybody else's needs. And you no longer live in fear or doubt that it's just not going to work and you're never going to figure it out. Okay. Now, let's address some thoughts. Okay. Some thoughts that might be on your mind because, as you guys know, I am a mind reader. Okay. You might be wondering, is this the right time for me? Do I have the money? Will this work for me? Okay. Let me just dip these in the bud real quick. Okay. I don't have the time right now. Here's the thing. You're never going to have more time than you do right now. Life is always busy. There's always going to be distractions. But the longer you wait, the harder it will be to find the time to focus on growing your business. If you want more freedom and you want more control over your schedule, the time to take action is now. Okay, for those of you thinking, I don't know if this will work for me, this is a normal fear. Okay, super normal. But let me ask you, what if it does work? What if a few weeks from now you're closing sales confidently, you're seeing a dramatic increase in your revenue, you've made more in 1 month of business bootcamp than you did the entire year previously, because that has happened over a dozen times in business bootcamp. What if you're seeing the results of your clients, and if you worked for them, it can work for you too. Plus, I'm so confident in this program. I'm so confident in this program. It has been proven one too many times by some amazing people that I guarantee you'll see results if you follow the steps that I'm teaching. Okay. I don't have the money right now. I completely understand. Investing in yourself can feel like a big leap. Here's the truth. Got two truths. Not investing in your growth costs you more money in the long run, right? Investing up front gets you more clients and patients and it pays for itself. We have not had a single person who has gone through this program to where it hasn't paid for itself. And that's a pretty big claim, but it's a dead solid true claim. Okay. The clients you're missing out on the revenue by not mastering these processes, it just continues to slip away. This program is designed to make you money, not cost you money. And we also have financing options for every level. Okay. We make it just almost impossible. Okay. This is your moment. All right. You've learned the strategies, you've seen the success stories. Now it's time to take control of your practice. By joining the Business of Being a Boss program, you'll have access to everything you need to build a successful referral-based practice, including immediate access to the myofunctional therapy practice launchpad, which is where we dive into setting up your business, setting up your referral network. We start with live coaching calls to answer any of your specific questions and give you personalized guidance, community support from other professionals working towards the same goals. Don't forget, you get all the Show Up Live bonuses, including the Quick Start Mile Guide, your customizable templates, your one-on-one mentoring call. All of these things are available to you when you join us today, okay? You also get because that's not all right, you also get the complete Business Being a Boss program, which is the step-by-step roadmap to mastering the business side of your practice, from building powerful network to mastering conversions. And you'll learn everything you need to grow in your practice, increasing your revenue. No more guessing. The system is proven, it works. Proven scripts and templates. You'll get scripts and templates that make asking for referrals feel easy and natural. Whether you're meeting dentists, orthodontists, pediatric dentists, you'll have the exact words to say confidently to secure your referrals. These scripts alone save you hours of trial and error and all of that. We get a referral network blueprint, which is our comprehensive guide that walks you through how to maintain and build your referral relationships. You get it all. You get it all. Okay. Plus our goodie bag of bonuses. Okay. You get live monthly Q&As, 75 minutes of Q&As where I answer hot seats and help problem solve anything in your business for the 12-week program. Okay. Valued at $9.97. That's included 100% free. Our Dropbox of templates that has all the paperwork we use, referrals, marketing materials, presentations, everything I have, valued $2,500, probably more. Absolutely free. Doesn't matter. It's free. You get a 60-minute session, a recorded session of how to actually set up your business and create the whole flow. Okay. How to set up payment plans for people, all of it. All right. 100% free. We've got our Unleash Your Inner Badass training, which is an exclusive training on how to overcome negative thoughts and create confidence daily. All right. Again, included free. We've got a 6-month planner, journal. It is manifestation journal. It's everything. Okay. We're going to throw that in for you for free. You also get access to my consultations and where I show you how to convert clients in converting your patients to saying yes and getting paid on the call. Okay, absolutely free for you. You also get 8 years worth of recordings of me working with all of my patients. So you can see how I treat patients and work with them, how I communicate with them and talk with them. Honestly, I don't even know what the value on this one is. Okay, I kind of feel like it's priceless. It's like over 1,000 patients. Okay, it's so many people. All of that access for free. Okay, and as I promised, a couple things here at the end. Because you're here today, you get all of our sign up bonuses, right? The Show Up Live bonuses we talked about in the beginning, but also the 2 surprises I have for you. If you sign up within the next 30 minutes, you get 2 mentoring calls with me during the course of the program. Okay, absolutely free when you sign up within 30 minutes. And then if you are, it's a 2 60-minute one-on-one hour private strategy session where I'm going to help work with a customized plan for your business. We'll deep dive into your specific challenges, create a roadmap to help you implement everything you've learned, hit your goals faster. I mean, the session alone is worth the investment. And it's available for the next 30 minutes for people who say yes. Okay. So let's take a minute to stack up all the value, and you can see just how much you're actually getting with the Business Being a Boss program. So because you're here live, right, you also get the show up live bonuses, the quick start myo guide, the essential paperwork, the customizable reports, the comprehensive consultation slides. You also get a mentoring call with me just for being here. Okay. All of this added up together. Okay. I mean, there's over 50,000, if not more, value in here. It's crazy. But before we do, let's talk about what happens if you decide to not take action today. Okay. You keep doing what you're doing and you don't implement these strategies, you'll stay stuck in the same place, struggling to get clients, consistent referrals, constantly worrying about where your next patient's coming from. You're going to continue juggling too many roles, and eventually you might feel burnt out, overwhelmed, and just throw in the towel, right? But what if you made the choice today to take control of your business? What if in just a few weeks you could start seeing more patients, doubling your income, building referral networks that works for you instead of you working for it? The Business of Being a Boss is not just another course, it's the key to transforming your practice into a referral based powerhouse. This is your opportunity to learn how to attract clients consistently, charge what you're worth, and finally have the freedom and financial security that you have been dreaming about. Okay? So, all of this for $19.97. And for those of you who are here live, not only am I offering you the 2 1-hour mentoring calls, but if you sign up within 30 minutes, you get $250 off. Okay. And I will have a link for you for that in the chat. And I'm going to throw that in there right now. And your 30 minutes is going to start as soon as from now until this bad boy is over. Okay. So this is for action takers right now. Okay. So when you join the Business of Being a Boss program today, here's what you're going to get. Okay, the complete Business of Being a Boss program. It starts live October 21st on Mondays at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. This is your step-by-step roadmap for mastering the business side of your practice. From building a powerful referral network to mastering client conversions. Okay, it's not just about getting the clients in, it's getting them to pay you money. You'll learn everything you need to know to grow your practice and increase your income. No more guessing. This is a proven system that works. Okay. We're going to get scripts and templates for asking for everything that you need. We're going to build your referral network. You get weekly live coaching calls. You get access to our private member only community. You'll be a part of an exclusive supportive community of other therapists who are all working towards building their successful businesses. And you won't have to figure this out on your own. You get to lean on the group for accountability, support, and motivation. And our groups tend to stay friends. We had, there was a conference recently where we had a lot of graduates at, and they all, from their course, their groups, they've stayed together. They still have group chats. Like they have continued the community. And then after you graduate, we have a graduate community that we're building right now as well. So this is 12 weeks of content divided into 3 phases: the foundation, the mindset, and implementation and growth. So this is going to be how we actually make money. Okay, that's how we build the foundation, getting the patients, getting them to say yes, learning how to go over sales objections. We talk about money management and mindset makeover. So we're overcoming our imposter syndrome, how to start implementing from day one. We're going to talk about, we're actually going to do a fight. Well, I have a fractional CFO is a good friend of mine, and she's going to come in and talk more about money and P&L and really educate us on finances. You get live coaching calls with me every single week with the access to the community support to get questions answered in between. And then we end with a 28-day sales slump slasher blueprint challenge. And this is a done for you 28-day step-by-step blueprint made by me on how to generate 10 to 20 plus sales in a month. And this is where people have made the most money in the course in that final month. This is where we've seen 20, 30 plus K months for our boot campers because they followed the step-by-step blueprint. Okay. So there's so much here. We have so much fun. It's like you're living in my business. Okay. There's nothing big here. It is step by step, every secret unlock. It's like living in my business with me for 12 weeks. And I understand that making an investment in your business can feel like a big decision, especially if you've been burned by other programs before. And that's why I offer a 100% risk-free guarantee. If you join the Business of Being a Boss program today and you follow the program, you do what I say, and you really don't see any improvements within your business within the time of 90 days, I work with you one-on-one until you do. Okay, you have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. This is about your future, your business, and your freedom. You have nothing to lose. You have everything in front of you. And this is my promise to you. Okay, but here's the thing, this offer doesn't last forever, right? The bonuses, especially all these fast action bonuses, are only available to those who sign up during the webinar. Once the webinar ends, the 30 minutes, right, bonuses disappear, and we can only take so many people in this round. So I'm going to show you guys a couple more of our awesome, awesome people. Um, Kelly taking the plunge, working with Megan has been a game changer for business. I've had some big ideas in my head for a while, gave me the courage and the technical know-how to finally do it. My business has grown so much because of it. I'm so grateful for her and 1000% happy with her individual coaching services. I went to having my biggest month ever. Kelly has hit a couple high 20s and 30K months. And more importantly, she gave me the tools to do it again and again. And our girl Dana, mom of two, business owner from upstate New York, Business Bootcamp helped me simplify and streamline my new patient process so much. Oof, I'm telling you guys, you make it way too hard. We streamline it. I've also learned how to get more referrals and nurture referral sources I do have. I was steadily making 3 to 5K a month, with my biggest month ever being 8K. During Business Bootcamp, I made a little over 15K in 1 month. Megan message work, and she's actually gone on to have even bigger months since graduating, which has been amazing. So, this is for you if you're ready to make money in your business. You're ready to create a business of your dreams. You're ready to create the life of your dreams. Imagine 6 months from now, you've implemented these referral strategies, right? You're confidently charging for what you're worth. You're finally experiencing financial freedom and the work-life balance you've been craving. Picture how that would feel, having a fully booked schedule, doubling, tripling your income, having the time to spend with your family, dropping your kids off at school, picking them up, right? Without having to constantly worry about how the business is doing, without burning the candle at both ends and wearing too many hats, trying to do too many things. That's what's possible for you when you join the Business of Being a Boss program. So here's the next steps, okay? You get immediate access to our Launchpad to make sure you're all set up, right? We're opening up the Facebook group this week so that way you can join in and get to know your other boot campers. You're going to get access to the live calls starting on the 21st. And this is where I'll be able to be there to support you, answer your questions, help you get results fast, and you're going to be a part of our community. So here is my final invitation. If you're ready to transform your practice, grow your income, and build a business that supports your lives and goals, click on the link I put in the chat and join us. Okay, and here's some of our other graduates. Bootcamp has been the most amazing experience for me. From the moment I saw your Secret to Sales free webinar, I knew in my soul I wanted to sign up for whatever you were offering. My self-doubt stopped me from signing up right away, um, even though I would think I was one of the first, as you know how that works. Bootcamp has made me take a real hard look at myself, the things I've been doing, and the energy I've been putting out into the universe. We talk a lot about energy. We get into some woo-woo. I'm going to warn you guys, we get into some woo-woo, and it's the best. Um, you've truly delivered many of the things you have shared about the how to actually do these things. It's invaluable. I'm quite of all of your willingness to share so openly. I've heard about the abundance mindset and it makes sense. And it makes sense in theory, but to actually see it portrayed in a way that is free of doubt and fear is truly a blessing to experience. It's so freeing and infectious. And I'm going to probably cry. So um, there's just so many amazing people out here. Oh, yay, Karen signed up this afternoon. Deb signed up. We've got a couple grads who are in here. Oh, you guys, I got chills. You guys are giving me chills, okay? We've got even more awesome people who've joined us. Um, I love them all. I love them all. Okay, I am going to stay here just for a few minutes, okay? Um, kind of what's next, right? We have all the strategies. We've heard the success stories. We've got the bonuses coming through. Okay, I'm gonna stick around for a few more minutes. So if you have anything on your mind, whether it's about the program, how to handle specific referral challenges, ask anything else. I'll do my best to help you. I'll stay on and answer some questions, but don't wait on this too long. Okay, this opportunity, along with the bonuses, once it's all done, it all's gone. Okay, so take action now and let's build the business you deserve together. So, do we have any questions in the chat? Let's see. A bunch of people can't wait. I know some of you guys have already joined. So, how do I know this will work for me? You guys saw the testimonials. I hold your damn hand until it does, right? It's going to be belief and implementing. I make you guys actually take an oath at the beginning of like, I solemnly swear to do everything you say or else. And those who do, crush. Okay. If you need more help, we've got the Facebook group. We've got a couple TAs with us this round. Um, I'm pretty open. I'm answered texts and messages all the time. I'm always in the Facebook group, and we do Q&A calls. We do we do some role playing calls. So really, we do everything we can to make sure that you are truly set up. So we have our risk reversal guarantee. Again, I work with you until we reach your goals. If you don't already have a business, you can start off with our free myofunctional therapy launchpad to get your business going and started, and you can actually join us within the business of being a boss and help you get there as well. Sessions are both live as well as recorded, so you can always come back to them. And replays are usually available within 24 hours. That's usually about the time we get them up into the whatever we call it, Facebook group, and also Kajabi into our course home. So those will all be available to you. So, okay, you guys, any questions? Anybody else decide to join us with the link? Again, if you are here live, of course, you get everything you need emailed to you. We take this attendance, all the bonuses, the replay, emails, all that goes out tomorrow. We do have our secret to sales workshop tomorrow as well. So if you want to join us for that, that is available. And for those of you who have already joined, I'm so excited to have you and to see you all again soon. So if you wish you would have asked a question, feel free. You can message me on Facebook. You can email me, and I am happy to answer them all. So, all right, you guys. If there's no more questions, then I will see you all very soon in the business of being a boss. All right. Bye. See you. Oh, see you tomorrow. Yes, see you tomorrow.